Why nation trade? Nation trade a lot, but it is not quite evident why they do so. But differently, why do private individuals and firms take the trouble of conducting business with people who live far away, speak different language, and operate under different legal and economic system, when they can trade with fellow citizens without having to overcome any of those obstacles? Why do nations export? Exports are easier to explain than imports. At last, since the beginning of the industrial era almost three countries ago. Countries have tended to sell things to other countries either because one, individuals and firms have been able to produce more of certain goods and services than can be consumed at home. This prompted a search for foreign opportunities to sell the excess production. Two, individuals and firms have been able to sell goods or services to other countries at price higher than the price they can obtain domestically. In today's global economy, exporting serves somewhat different purpose for developing and industrial countries. Although the economies of developing countries are typically not as economically productive as the economies of industrial countries, developing countries nonetheless produce some goods and services in amounts they are unable to use or consume at home, called a production surplus. For example, some developing countries produce vast quantities of agricultural products like cocoa in Cote d'Ivoire and coffee in Latin America, which their own populations are not large enough to consume. Other developing countries produce quantities of industrially valuable minerals like oil or iron ore that their own economies are too small or insufficient to use. But for many developed countries, export also serves the purpose of earning foreign currency with which they can buy essentially import foreign products that they are not able to manufacture, mine, or grow at home. Developing countries, in other words, sell exports in part so they can import. Importing Exporting goods and services can also further advance developing nations' domestic economies. Interconnectivity through global trade can also be problematic. For example, up until 2008, Japan had a booming export business with the United States. When American consumers became unable to buy Japanese products, Japanese companies lost the business. Why do nations import? The reason that explain why countries import products and services from other countries are perhaps less obvious. As with export, the purpose served by imports vary from country to country. It is reasonable to ask why a country such as the United States, with its massive and extraordinarily diverse economy, needs to buy anything from other countries. In fact, there are only a handful of goods or services that the United States absolutely must import from other countries. With a land area spanning several climatic zones, immense natural resources, and a dynamic workforce, the United States is able to produce, mine, or grow almost any items its citizens need to lead reasonably prosperous lives. Yet no country today, including the United States, can be totally self-sufficient at a cost the world be tolerable to its citizens. All countries need to or choose to import at least some goods and services for the following reason. One, goods or services that are either essentially the economic well-being or that consumer desires are simply not naturally available or cannot be produced at home into goods or services that specific domestic needs or wants can be products more inexpensively or eventually by other countries and therefore sold at lower price. It is helpful to illustrate these points by looking at the case of the United States precisely because it comes closer to being self-sufficient than any other country. Coal, copper, iron, silver, and nickel are just a few of the natural resources the United States process in large quantities the other countries do not process.